There is a nasty philosophy going around that's been gaining a lot of undue attention. It states that life on this planet is without purpose, that no individual person's life makes any lasting difference, and that all of us are basically alone. It says that, essentially, life is meaningless. I don't believe that this is true, and I'll show you why.
I can't believe you! No, you've been ditching me every single night to do what?
This is Susan Harper. The man on the other end of the phone she's currently screaming into is her boyfriend, Derek. It goes without saying that she and Derek's relationship is currently in a bit of a rough patch. But, as angry as Susan is now, she will be infinitely more angry in exactly 12 minutes and 38 seconds, when Derek will begin to tell Susan a fairly long story that will end with the words, "your sister."
What the fuck, motherfucker?
This is Taylor Eric, known by his friends as T-Dog. T-Dog, as you can see, is a Caucasian. However, Taylor is steadfast in the opinion that he is, in fact, an African American. In an effort to convey his dismay at a situation which will befall him in exactly 13 minutes and 12 seconds, the pseudo-gangster will shout very loudly and curse 4 times in ascending levels of vulgarity.
Have you found the word of Jesus?
I'm Jewish.
This rather prim-looking young woman is Loretta Dobkins. She is 17 years old and the leader of her local youth group, Teens for Jesus. She fancies herself as a very intelligent, moral, and fortunate young girl, but she will not feel so lucky exactly 13 minutes and 15 seconds from now, because, when that time comes, she will see a complete stranger's private parts. What's more, these particular private parts will be the first pair she has ever seen, pictures in the Bible notwithstanding. The rather average-looking man presented here is named Abel Stover. According to his official job title at Kinko's, he is a customer service technician and an occasional manager of custodial services. If you asked Abel, however, he would just say that he fixes the copy machines and occasionally sweeps the floors. This particular technician/janitor is currently walking home from work and has decided, as he always does after getting off, to get a bite to eat. What he does not know is that in the next 15 minutes he will have sustained a rather painful head injury and deeply offended a person he has never met before in that order. If you were to use one adjective to describe Edward Francis, that's him, by the way, it would be nervous. Edward's psyche is an amalgam of severe psychoses. He is, to put it bluntly, a walking mental breakdown waiting to happen. At this particular moment, however, Edward has been asked by his mother to go get a carton of milk from the local grocery store, but she has inadvertently doomed Edward into becoming a quivering, saliva-covered ball of flesh within the next hour. The baby in the carriage is Paula Robles Acosta. The woman pushing the baby is not her mother, but rather a babysitter, hired with a fairly simple job to complete while the mother is at work. She is to walk the baby to the nearby pediatrician and then walk her back. The babysitter, Claire, is currently late for this appointment, but she will not find out until a few minutes from now.
My sister?
Shit, motherfucking damn!
Oh my lord!
So, hopefully, you see my point. I mean, you could just say that this whole thing was a freak occurrence and that the child was just lucky that T-Dog forgot to wear a belt on this particular day, or that chance decided that Abel would take such a long time to eat his post-work burger, or that random luck dictated that Susan's boyfriend would use the word bone instead of make love when describing his relationship to her sister, but I prefer to think otherwise. I prefer to think that there is some sort of bond, however fragile, between all of us. Something to do with the cycle of life, maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but I sure like the idea of all of us being connected. In some way or another.